Hey guys, it's Parker. So today I'm going to be making some crumble spice muffins, and it's a super easy recipe, and I thought I'd do something different than my normal fashion and beauty videos, but I love this recipe, and this is the second time I've made it, and it turned out just as well as the first time. And yeah, I've adapted the recipe just a little bit. I'll link the recipe that I used below. I just took out the walnuts and the apples. It's supposed to be like a spiced apple crumble muffin, but I just modified it and made it just a spiced muffin. So I'll link the information for the recipe below, but if you want to see how I made it and the easy steps you need to take to create these delicious muffins, then just keep watching. Bye! The first step for the crumble spice muffins is to preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and we want to make sure that we preheat our oven at least 30 minutes prior to putting in the muffin batter. So that'll ensure that the oven is super, super hot and the crumble will get super crispy on the top and they'll come out perfect. So step number 2 is to cream a bunch of our ingredients together, which we're going to be using a hand mixer for. So in our big bowl, we're going to add half a cup of butter, a cup and a quarter of white superfine baker's sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and a half teaspoon of normal salt. So now that we have all of these in our big bowl, we're going to be creaming them all together until they're really light and fluffy and they're all combined. So this is what our mixture should look like after we use the hand mixer, and see how all the butter is broken up and the sugar has also been kind of mixed in with the butter to make it a fluffy texture. So the next step is to crack 2 eggs into a bowl, and then we're going to use the same hand mixer to slowly add one at a time. So we're going to make sure that one egg is completely combined in with the mixture before we add the second one, and then move on to the next step. Of 1 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and a half teaspoon of ground cinnamon. So I've sifted all these ingredients together, and now I'm going to alternate adding my dry ingredients with my half cup of 2% milk, and I'm going to alternate adding these two into the wet ingredients that we've already mixed. So I want to start and end with the dry ingredients, which is an important step in this muffin process. And to mix all these ingredients together, I'm just going to be folding it in with a spatula. Combining all my ingredients, this is what the batter should look like, and we really want to make sure that we don't overwork the batter, because that will take away the fluffiness aspect of our muffins. It'll make them more dense and tough, and we really don't want that texture for our muffins. So we just want to make sure that there's no patches of flour in the batter. We want to make sure that everything's combined but not overwork it. So now that I have my batter, we're going to be putting them in our baking. Here I have my muffin tin, and we're going to be making 12 muffins. And I just have these little silicone baking cups, and you can either grease your muffin tin or you can use the paper muffin cups, but I just chose to use these because they're reusable. You just rinse them off, and they work great and they don't stick. So yeah, we're just going to be taking our ice cream scoop. This is like kind of a medium-sized one, and we're just going to be scooping this into our batter and filling it about 2/3 of the way up so they don't spill over in the oven. That's going to go on top of our batter before we bake it. We're going to combine a 1/4 cup of white sugar into a bowl, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, and 3 tablespoons of cubed cold butter. So to make it the crumble texture, we're going to be taking, you can take a fork, you can take your fingers, or a spoon, just anything to kind of mash up and combine all the ingredients. I'm just going to be using my fingers because it's easiest, and the warmth of your fingers also helps to combine all the ingredients a little bit more easily. Okay, so now that we have our crumble all combined, we're just going to take a little bit and we're going to crumble, just sprinkle a little bit on top of each muffin. And it's all kind of all up to you how much you put on. You just want to make sure that you cover the whole surface in the one layer. So now that we have all the crumble placed on top of our muffins, we're going to place this in our preheated oven for 30 minutes. And I would say it kind of depends on what kind of oven you have. So I'd say set your timer for 25 minutes and then go and check, because it could take more or less time than it says on the recipe. And just stick a clean toothpick in, and if it comes out clean, then you know it's ready. But if it comes out with batter still on it, then you'll want to leave it for a couple more minutes or so and keep checking on it. So now I'm just going to place it in the oven, and we'll be back in 30 to check on them. So my muffins just finished cooling, and I let them cool on top of my stove for like 15 minutes, and they came out great. They're super crispy and sugary on the top, and they really have that crumbly effect, and then they're super fluffy and cinnamony on the inside. And they're so good. You can even eat these at breakfast with like coffee or milk or tea, or even as a dessert with like some, you can heat them up in the microwave or in the toaster oven, then have them with ice cream. So it's kind of like a cinnamony spice cake for after dinner. But yeah, they're so good and they're so easy to make. And if you decide to make these, I'd love to see pictures of yours. So you can Instagram at me or send me an email or post on my Tumblr page, and that's all Crimp with Parker. They'll all be linked down below. And yeah, I love this recipe, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you'd love to see more baking videos in the future, let me know, because I'd love to do more seasonal baking videos and stuff like that. So yeah, see you guys later and have a great day. Bye!